Stan Jabalisco here. It is New Year's Day, 2018, and the time is something on the order of, I don't know, 5, 6 in the morning. I'm an early riser. It's not even light yet. In other videos, I have mentioned a couple of, in one other video in particular, I mentioned Key Biscayne, but I spent a good part of the 1980s and 1990s living in the Miami, Florida area, and in particular the 1980s. I saw something as a Yankee, bona fide Yankee, Connecticut Yankee, Minnesota Yankee, Wisconsin Yankee, that struck me kind of by surprise when I went out into the natural habitat, particularly inland, where there were a lot of mangrove trees and other trees. There were forested areas even on Virginia Key and Key Biscayne, and even in my own backyard I found one of these things. It's called an orb weaver spider, or more commonly known as a garden spider. Some people call it a banana spider, but I don't believe that's really a valid name for it. It's an orb spider. When you find one of these, if you look up in the trees, especially inland, don't be too surprised if you see these. They're easy to miss, though, because they're timid and they tend to stay away from people unless you happen to walk right into one, into the web. They have gigantic webs, sometimes they're even between trees. There's an excellent video that shows one of these things and a person explaining all about them. They can have a leg span in the Miami area of 4 and sometimes even 5 inches. I guess that's 100 to 125 millimeters. Very large, almost as big as your hand. In the YouTube search box, type the words giant orb spider. No, not giant orb spider, sorry. Biggest orb spider. I will include those words in the description of this video. I will include quotes, but do not include the quotes. I would suggest that you don't. I think the first video that you get as a hit will be a picture of a guy looking at you through a web with a big spider in front of his face. If you plan to move down south and you're up north, be prepared to see these things, especially way down south, like Miami. They also exist in various other countries, notably Australia. And enjoy the video. That's all I can say. Enjoy it, and if you ever do encounter one of these, they really are quite fascinating, as long as they don't hit you in the face or something. Stan Jabalisco signing off from the frigid black holes of the territory United States of anomalies. You won't find any of those spiders running around here, especially now when it's minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Until next time, so long.